For a bow hunter, the period of time from the end of January till really the beginning of April is about the most depressing, boring time of the year. There's really not anything to hunt at all, at least in the Midwest. Fortunately, God created a little animal called the javelina. So in the past 2 years, we've started this tradition where we just pick everything up, get together with all our friends, and head to South Texas to hunt hogs and javelina. It's really a great trip where we get to spend a lot of time with our buddies, we get to hunt a lot of game, get out of the Midwestern cold, and kind of bridge that gap between deer season and turkey season.
We live in a world of pieces, each one contributing to a bigger picture of who we are. And for every detail that we see, we get a glimpse of something unseen, something that connects all the pieces together in a way that makes sense and points to something greater. It's in this that we find who we are. This is life. This is hallowed ground.
A monster. He is a giant, isn't he?
We're getting ready to head down to what is arguably some of the most desolate and nasty country in the United States, going down to South Texas, where I've heard that it's just pretty woolly. No matter where you go or where you hunt, you always want to go in with some of the best gear possible. Something that we've been using for about the past 5 or 6 years now is the UltraRest from Quality Archery Designs. And I think it's something that's really going to prove to be beneficial in the environment that we're going to. With the UltraRest, you really have two features that's really going to make it beneficial in the South Texas brush country. One of them is the fact that you have full containment on your arrow. So if I'm running around through the brush, get it caught on a piece of mesquite, my arrow's not going to flop off to the side. Also in South Texas, 100% of the hunting that we do is from the ground. So if I'm sitting there and I want to lay my bow down on the ground, I can, and then whenever I'm ready to shoot, I just pick it up. Launcher's already got my arrow exactly where it needs to be. Whenever I draw back, everything is not only fully contained, but the drop away is going to ensure that I have 100% fletching clearance whenever I shoot my bow. That's going to help me maintain arrow speed, it's going to help maintain accuracy, and really is just going to contribute to an overall better system with my bow.
This is brush.
This is nasty.
Nasty brush. I guess there's critters in there.
So that's a fence line all the way down here.
Yeah, that he showed you.
Yeah, right.
Fence line with electric line.
Okay.
And this other one's a gas line right here, that's a gas line, and all of that. As you well know, y'all are hunters, you know that those are good places for fine game, but they're not the only places, those real brushy places. And you can feed these you can string out all these long senderos where you can see, where you can scout from a distance, and then you'll see them. All the hogs are just bad as they can be, and I soon have anywhere too.
So we get into camp, we get unpacked, everybody's looking at the map, trying to decide where they're gonna go, what sendero they're gonna hunt. And Brandon and I already knew where we each wanted to hunt, and we both wanted to go the same sendero. It was a sendero we hunted last year that had pigs on it every single day. Somehow I won the coin toss, and I knew where I was taking JD that night.
This segment of HGO is brought to you by Muddy Outdoors. Go Muddy. I demand the best. In a game of inches, when the smallest imperfections can mean the difference between success and failure, I feel confident knowing that every QAD Ultra-Rest has been designed, manufactured, and assembled right here on American soil. With unparalleled precision and uncompromised quality, the Ultra-Rest is more than a piece of equipment. It's a part of who we are. I shoot the Ultra-Rest, America's Rest, only by Quality Archery Designs. After 40 years of success bringing bucks in, Tinks is now making sure they don't even know you're there. Tinks B-Tech scent elimination system seeks and destroys the very odors that alert game. This isn't just talk. This is science at work. This is the Midwest, the heartland. A place where hard work has collided with innovation for decades. The spirit that's driven men and women forward for generations is the same spirit that drives us today. People ask from year to year if we're building a new bow, and we'd rather say we're building a bow that's better. We are Athens, and it's not about being the biggest, it's about building the best.
Unlike farmers, hunters usually only get to plow and plant their food plots on weekends. So the number one complaint is that the plot didn't come up or the stand was thin. Delta Ag has developed a 3-step process that focuses on the soil, seed, and plant. And after many years of real-life situations, Delta Ag has found this concept to be a solid foundation to build crop performance from the ground up. For more information, visit our website at seedcoat.com or see your local dealer.
You know, as a wildlife biologist, I'm outside by choice more than inside. I've made a choice in my career to be a field biologist. Science is testing theories all the time. That's why we have scientists like myself to retest. And I learn new stuff about white-tailed deer all the time. For me, I'm gonna have to have faith. My name is Grant Woods. I'm a deer biologist, but my true identity is in Jesus Christ.
This segment brought to you by Carbon Express Arrows. Shoot better, shoot Carbon Express. Big green targets. Go big, go green.
This was my first trip down to South Texas to hunt javelina. Hunting javelina in South Texas is really a two-part strategy. First, you go and you bait all of your senderos. You have to have something to draw these javelina out of the brush, or else you are not going to kill them. And really, the second phase, or the second part of javelina hunting, is spot and stalk, which is a lot of fun.
We haven't seen a track one except for a cow. That will shortly change.
Gary, out of the goodness of his heart, decided to let me hunt first because I'd never killed a javelina before. And really, it wasn't long before we had some action.
So we got out there, we got our sendero baited up, made one loop around, come back up over the hill, and there were the pigs already, just like we'd expected.
Running through the South Texas brush can be a scary thing because everything down there will either scratch you or bite you. So the whole time that we're going through all of this nasty mess, I'm watching to make sure that I'm not going to step on a cactus or a rattlesnake or a scorpion or something like that. We finally get right up to where we thought the javelina were going to be. I've got Gary behind me with the main camera, Clay to the side of me with the second angle camera, and just as we got set up, man, these things started popping out right in front of us. Dude, that's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Yeah. What do you think of that?
That was really cool. I didn't get to see the shot, but that was fun here.
Looked like a pretty good hit. Little Exodus. Hey. Can't beat that. One thing I've heard about these javelina is that they've got this thick, nasty, matted up hair. Makes it really hard to blood track them. So Gary and I were out on the road trying to find blood. Clay decided to just take a little walk and found our javelina. Forget what I said about a bad blood trail on it. Holy crud. That Exodus ripped me. Dude, what a fun hunt. Dude, and they have got some sharp teeth. Have you ever felt their teeth before?
My gosh.
If he got a hold of your leg, dude, you'd know it. They're kind of a weird little animal, but they're kind of cool too. And they're fun to hunt. Day one, javelina down within the first 30 minutes, and I'm thinking, man, this is just going to be a shooting gallery. Little did we know that things were about ready to take a turn for the nasty.
It's too thick. I can't get a shot.
That was me 3 years ago missing out on a huge buck because I didn't cut shooting lanes. That was before Heumann saws. They're sturdy thanks to a positive locking extension system and I-beam aluminum design. And the high carbon steel Megabyte blade cuts better. The original Heumann extends 5 feet. The Heumann 10 almost 10 feet. Make sure you get a shot. Get a Heumann.
Trinity Archery was born from a desire to bring stability. Whether it's the Show Your Face silencing kit or the new T3, the most versatile stabilizer on the market.
Our greater hope at Trinity Archery is that you would find stability in Jesus Christ. If you would like a free pack-sized copy of the Word, go to trinityarchery.com.
There's nothing more stable than the Trinity.
That bottle of Tinks Magnetics hanging under your stand is 40 years of science formulated directly at triggering his curiosity, instinct to fight, and to breed. And it's not a matter of if he'll come, but a matter of when. This segment is brought to you by Center Shot Ministries, effectively connecting the church with local communities through the sport of archery. For more information on how to get Center Shot started in your church, contact Kevin at 651-788-1715.
Told me it was going to be unreasonably hot down here.
It was yesterday. I guess I never even looked at the weather. I thought South Texas, 30 miles from Mexico, they don't have this kind of weather. I guess they do.
Not what you expect in South Texas.
Dad gum, man.
I don't like it.
No, me neither.
We don't see a pig in 15 minutes. We're going back to the house. Deal?
Deal.
Good. You listening to me?
Not really.
I guess I'm
Sorry. I really wasn't listening. Okay, start again.
Loop-de-loop. And then we're going to load that machine.
A little loop-de-loop is like 7 miles around here.
Well, we woke up the second day to drizzle, rain, and some cold, cold weather. I think it topped out at like 45 that day, and that is not normal for South Texas. Here in Missouri, we're hunting whitetail. I mean, a cold, drizzly day, that's what you're looking for. South Texas, everything shuts down. They are not used to that.
Oh, that's good.
What, the heat?
Way warmer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've corned our roads. Last night we had 4 or 5 come out. We had 2 misses and a close call. Tonight,
No
he's
misses.
gonna hit it.
No misses in blood.
Yep. So we just wait for him now. I think we're gonna do some target practice on some cactus. Just because we had 2 misses last night, we might as well not have that happen again. So we're gonna check our bows on some cactus because it was too cold to shoot up at the camp house today. Wind was blowing 50 miles an hour, seemed like.
It's gonna be a good night though.
Yeah. And we can stay warm because we've got a fire. Nailed it. Mean lookers. What do you say to that?
Say if we were hunting cows, we'd be in good shape. But we're not. Hunting pigs, we're in bad shape. So since the animals seemed to pretty well stop moving, we resorted to shooting bows and had to pretty well build a campfire to even stay warm enough to do that. Finally, we found one animal that seemed to be moving around. We went on a little jackrabbit hunt.
Yeah.
You good, Brandon?
Good. We're on blood. Oh, there it is.
Hope you dive with your arrow before you touch it. There you go. I think he's down.
All right, let's go get another.
No pigs. You?
What about javelina?
No javelina. You?
We saw one.
Yeah, we would.
Nasty day.
Like it was clear up and then mist started
Yeah.
again.
It's nasty. We resorted to jackrabbit hunting.
It's not a good day.
At least I can feel my fingers today.
QDMA joined to ensure the future of wildlife habitat and our hunting heritage. Night Rifles, born to hunt. Night, America's muzzleloader. Icon trail cameras, Storm, Black Widow, Quick Shots from big game tree stands. Grow the Bone Deer Attractant and Mineral Supplement. The secret is out. Center Shot Ministries, making Christ the target of your life. And Stalker XTV, the industry's ultimate electric buggy.
At Bloodsport, we are committed to building the most accurate arrows in the world. All Bloodsport arrows are hand-sorted and graded so that you truly get what you pay for. Great care is taken to perfectly match our components with each shaft. While other companies count success by the number of shafts shipped out the door, we count ours one arrow at a time.
So we get down to the last day and the weather finally breaks and we just know that it's going to be a good night. So JD grabs the camera, follows me to the south end of the ranch. Clay and Rance head west and Brandon heads east. We had a really good hunt that last day. We had several good stalks, got close to a couple different pigs, and finally at last light, I got a shot, and I don't know what I did.
Holy cow. Use a rope pin. Oh man.
Hopefully something's gonna pan out this time. We've got 8 or 9 javelina in the sendero down here. Once again, we're gonna get out in the brush and try to get around. He earned that.
It was the last day of the hunt. We went out and was covering a lot of ground. Had a close call early on. Just, you know, we were right there on a javelina, about 35 yards. Couldn't get the camera lined up. Kind of spooked on us a little bit. I went ahead and took a shot, missed. Looked back up the road and there was more. Went around on them, got close to them, missed again. I was starting to feel the pressure. On the first one. Watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him, watch him. We just smoked us a javelina. And it makes a loop. Clay's on his knees right here. And he's coming full bore. I'm like, here he comes, here he comes. And then Clay freaks out, hits the record button. So there's a little bit in there that got a little hairy and we missed it. But the good thing is we've got a dead javelina right back here in the brush. Yeah. Last afternoon, the sun's finally been out today. We've been on javelina all day. I've shot at 3. Finally, we get one to do what we wanted to do, and it's dead. Now we can go home to Missouri tonight after a 17-hour drive.
So much of hunting is a solitary pursuit. So whenever you get the opportunity to get together with friends and just go on a big hunting trip where you're spending a lot of time together, it really is a refreshing change. I think a lot of that comes from the fact that you're really tapping into the way that God intended things to be. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. God puts people in our lives for a reason. And it's through those relationships and it's through those friendships that God is molding us to be something better than we could have ever been on our own.
Well, this old truck takes me down this gravel road.
We're winging this one bad.
I find myself
Oh, dad's good.
There's the master at work.
Ready?
yeah.
We
doesn't make sense. Where I'm born again as sunrise by his amazing grace.
Did you get a shot of my Dall sheep that I killed? Killed that in junior high.
That's gonna be funny to watch back. You gotta play the wind with these pigs, so we kind of.
I've got Gary behind me with the main camera, Gary to the side running a second angle camera.
Say Gary twice.
Did I? You're omnipresent. You can be everywhere.
Yeah.